Welcome back everybody to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, and I know a lot of you guys are just sitting and watching and not hitting the like button, so please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out that Patreon link down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Microsoft, it's up 1.45%, and we got a massive rally to the upside, and now it's holding over 413. So that is bullish in the short term, but also, guys, there was no pullback at all. We got a mini tiny pullback, and you can see we called it last night, getting some hammer type candles, and we got some follow through today, and now it's holding 413. So going into tomorrow's session, are we going to see actually a lower high here on Microsoft, just like we did right here, and then a pullback all the way down to 402, or this is the real deal and we get that breakout over 415 and possibly going back up to 420 again? So going into tomorrow's session, watch out here on Microsoft. Above 413, the next stop 415, 418.61, and then right up here, previous all-time highs 420.82. Below 413, strong support down here at 410, 408.99, and then watch out for a dump off all the way down to this gap 402.29. We also have strong support at 400, and so far you can see high, lower high, and then another lower high on Microsoft. But if this thing takes out this high right here, 415.88, it's gone, and you're going to see another fresh new all-time high on Microsoft. On AMD, it's up 9%, and now it's up another 1% right now. So here on AMD, guys, we talked about it last night, and even before that, it's trading inside this range. A range breakout can happen, and also a range breakdown. And look at what's happening right now. I also gave you guys a price target above 184 that AMD can go all the way up to 195, and now it's trading at 195, and the market cap now over $311 billion. So here on AMD, yes, it's getting really frothy and overbought. We could see a pullback down to this previous all-time highs, and that's gonna be 184. Going into tomorrow's session, support to watch, the first one would be right up here at 187 to 188, and below that 184 to 185. And then we could see, if this thing actually breaks below this support right here, then it's actually a fake breakout, and this thing can come back and close this gap at 176.84 and possibly can go even lower. In AMD, now that we got that range breakout, as long as AMD can hold right here around 184, that is actually a clear breakout for a move all the way up to not only 195, it can happen next week up to even 200. And here's my X account, and if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow, and there is no subscription, nothing you gotta go through, and I do share lots of information on X. And I want to share this play with you guys today right here, IWM, and you can see early in the morning, these levels actually came out before opening, and you can see at 9:30 a.m. just after opening, got into IWM 202 puts for this Friday. What happened, guys? 202 came on IWM all the way down to 202, and then we saw a bounce. Now this play here, you can see from 28 cents got up to 90 cents, massive move to the upside. So all these plays, I do share everything that I do in real time with my Patreon group, and especially I'm not talking about just getting in and getting out. If you guys are really serious about trading and you want to learn, definitely tomorrow, first of the month, check out their link down below in the description for Patreon, and it's worth every penny, guys. I'm telling you, check it out. On Google stock, it's up 1.71%, and I said it last night also and called it here on Google that it's getting far too overextended to the downside. It's getting really oversold, and Google, definitely, it's a dip buy. And look at what's happening on Google today, guys. Almost 140 today. And soon as Google can actually break 140, you're going to see explosive move to the upside all the way up to easily 144 to 145 to close this gap on top. Now below 140, we're not out of the woods yet. Below 140, watch out for the support 137.35 and then 135 on Google. And I still think Google actually a better opportunity right here on this dip. On Amazon stock, it's up 2%, and Amazon came all the way down to 172.85. And what I said last night, exactly the same level I gave you guys, 173. As long as Amazon can hold 173, I said this thing can go all the way up to 180. And right now, looks like it's in that process, almost close to 180, trading at almost 177. So here on Amazon, guys, if you actually caught that dip today, right here at 173, you made some good money on Amazon. And you could be making even more money tomorrow because this thing can go all the way up to 180 before any significant pullback. So going into tomorrow's session, now Amazon will have support right down here, 175, and just below that 173, 171, rising 20-day moving average, this white line, and then this gap 170.23. Now to the upside, as long as Amazon can hold 175 right here, watch out, the next stop, that is 180, and that can come tomorrow, if not Monday morning. On Tesla stock is absolutely flat on the day, and Tesla was all over the place. And I said it last night also that watch out 200 to 198. That's gonna be a key support to watch going into tomorrow's session, which is today. And it was holding right here, and into closing, Tesla is flat and holding 200 as a support. So are we going to see finally Tesla maybe tomorrow, if not Monday, closing this gap at 206.77 and then can push all the way up to 212. To the downside, strong support to watch right here, 200. Below that, watch out for 194 to 195, and then this support rising 20-day moving average sitting at 192.79. And if you look at my screen, all these moving averages right here, 20, 5, and 13-day are positively sloping to the upside. So Tesla definitely going on a bull trend very soon. On Apple, stock is down again 0.37%, and bulls coming into rescue again here on Apple stock. And you can see this descending wedge right here on Apple. And we don't have too much time. It's coiling up right here. We could see a breakout or a breakdown early as tomorrow, if not Monday morning. So here on Apple, guys, key level to watch. And so far, bulls just defending this support 180. But if that breaks, bears are gonna take over here on Apple, and you're going to see a dump off down to 177, 173, and possibly even lower. And if you ask me, I would like to see Apple come down even more so I can buy that dip. I'm not interested buying that dip right here at 180. Day trade is fine right here. Maybe even a swing trade for 1 or maybe 2 weeks. But I'm not buying this dip right at the support. I need to see a breakout or a big breakdown. And that is when I can buy it cheaper and I can hold longer to make some big money on Apple. So here on Apple, guys, you can see this descending wedge right here, and it's just coiling up right here in this corner. So yes, we could see a breakout or breakdown on Apple. We just have to wait and find out. We also got a doji indecision candle today. So yes, decision will be made by tomorrow, if not early as Monday morning. This pattern breaks out to the upside, we need that breakout over 183, and soon as that happens, the next stop 185, and then this gap 186.79. To the downside, strong support to watch 180, and then 177, 173, and possibly can come down even more once we break this support 180. On Meta, it's up 1.26% and finally closing over 490, and you can see so many rejection here at 490. So possibly we could see that breakout tomorrow on Meta, as long as the support can hold. It's not actually a big breakout yet. You can see barely holding at 490. So Meta here needs to hold right here at 490 tomorrow. If not, watch out for the support right down here, rising 5-day moving average 485, and then right here at 477.89, 13-day moving average, and then this gap just below 470. As long as I would say Meta can stay above rising 5-day moving average 485, that is bullish, and we could see that breakout over 490, and that should take Meta all the way up to 500. So Netflix going up 1% and now trading above 600. Now if you look at my screen and how well this thing actually played out, I was going to short Netflix at pre-market high 606 for a nice day trade. Unfortunately, this thing opened at 604, so I did not short this. I was going to get 595 puts. This thing actually came all the way down to 595. And also, anyone played calls. And look at how this thing actually worked out. Came back down to 595. And what do you see on my screen? Blue line right here, this 5-day moving average, now sitting at 590 for 46. Not even touching it, went back up. So that is actually what? An $8 move to the upside. So if you actually played puts right here on top, close to the Bollinger Band, you made money. And also, if you got in at the right time, just here around this 5-day moving average, you also made money on your calls. And that is why, guys, you need all these levels. You need all these moving averages. And you can see how these are working well every time. Now here on Netflix, going into tomorrow's session, 600 support, 595, 588, and then possibly this gap, 575, 78. To the upside, as long as Netflix can hold above 600, the next stop 607.57 and then 618. On Nvidia stock, it's up 1.87% and Nvidia was already gapping up in the morning, and you can see again a rejection where right here at 800, hitting almost 800 and then pulling back down to 791, and that is where we actually closed today, also with another doji indecision candle on Nvidia. And also the good thing here on Nvidia, holding above 786.77, so that is gonna be the support to watch tomorrow, and just below that 780 to 782, and then all the way down here, which is at 745. Now Nvidia can clear 800, then watch out for a move all the way back up to 821.50 to even this high right here at 823.94. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into tomorrow.